I spend a lot of time, probably a little bit too much time on YouTube looking at other people's home office setups, their own like personal workspaces, and I've always found it's a really great way not only just like to get inspiration for your own setup, but just to see, I always find it interesting to see how other people set up their workspaces, especially if it's in like a smaller area. So today I wanted to share with you my home office setup, and hopefully, like all the other videos I've watched, it might inspire some people what you can maybe try and do within your own home office space, especially if you've only got a small area to work with. I guess as well, like most home office setups, it's not completely done. There's still a little bits of probably change and move around. My current setup is primarily powered by the 2020 M1 base Mac Mini. This little machine has been perfect for me over the last year and handles basic to like mid 4K editing fine, and for my day-to-day marketing job it's absolutely perfect. So the Mac Mini then connects into my basic sort of 27-inch 1080p Acer monitor. The main peripherals I use on a day-to-day basis are both Logitech keyboard and mouse. So it's the K380 keyboard and the MX Anywhere 3, the Mac version. There's just the aesthetic of having a bit of a cleaner space with these Bluetooth devices, as well as I can push it out of the way, quickly make some notes, and it makes the space a lot more fluid, and I have a lot more room to do different things within it. And then with this being a smaller room, I want to try and utilize as much space as possible. So I've put up two shelves on the side. The first shelf, just to the left hand side, is where sort of keep like general knickknacks and things I like. So I have my PS1 and then a few box copies of the original Guild Wars game. And then over to the other shelf, I just have a handful of different pictures set up, as well as my current and favourite camcorder, which I'm recording most of this on now, is the Sony CX405. It's a great little budget camcorder, really portable, and it's just something nice about having like a dedicated device instead of using your phone all the time to record videos. And then to the right of my main office desk, I have your sort of typical desk setup IKEA drawer unit, sort of filled with lots of Tic Tacs and knickknacks and sorts like that, but primarily use it just to store like hard drives, USB pens, notebooks, pens, and an absolute ton of cables, half of which I probably never use. Like the most of my desk, maybe I've got a little bit of OCD, but I like to try to keep it as empty and as clean as possible. I just like to have space to think, and having it too much clutter just distracts me too much. So on the top of the drawer, I tried to keep it quite simple. Went for a basic lamp, little mini Google speaker if I want to listen to music every now and again. And I tend to have a few books scattered on there, as well as my Kindle. So although I tend to use a lot of digital tools such as Notion and Todoist to like to track everything I'm doing, bigger tasks, there's just something about having like a physical board that really helps with like just writing notes and jotting things down. So I've got this basic one off eBay. It did come a little bit knocked and banged, but to be honest, for the price it was sort of perfect for this office space. Directly behind where I'm sitting, which you probably see in some of the other shots, is my mini library. I mean, I guess it's not quite a library at this stage. Primarily ones I'm currently reading or planning to read. There's like a small section of books I've already read. The idea is not really to make me feel bad about all the books I still have yet to read, and there's plenty of them, but more just to inspire me and humble me into just understanding there's still so much to learn from other people there. So see it as more of an inspirational thing of, yeah, there's still a lot of books I need to read, still so much I have to learn. Well, that's it. That's my current home office setup. I'm really grateful to be able to have my own dedicated space to be able to work, to have for me, especially currently we have quite a small house, so even to be able to have my own room, I'm truly grateful for. And so hopefully you found this video useful as I've found other home tour, office tour setup type videos. And yep, see you in the next one.